Hi, I'm Jennie Watson, LSCSW. Welcome to this week's Ask a Child Therapist video, where we will answer a question sent to us by a parent or caregiver just like you. This week's question came from a family member who had recently experienced a death in the family. Their daughter was very close to this relative, and they were looking for advice on how to tell her this bad news. This is one of those very multifaceted questions. It depends on lots of different factors. It's going to depend on the age of your child, the relationship they had with the family member who passed away, and the nature in which this happened. So those variables will impact how to best tell your child about this event. But the standard kind of advice or recommendations I would give would be to be as matter of fact as possible, to not tell them until you're ready. I know that might sound kind of silly, but if you have your own feelings or things that you need to process first before you tell your child, that has to be okay. It's okay to give it a day or two so that you can kind of be okay or come to grips with what has happened within your family system. And then you're able to be prepared and ready to absorb whatever your child's response is to this news. You're going to want to sit them down and have the conversation in a way that fits best for them. Remember, you are the expert for your child and how they receive information. You're going to want to give them space to process this in the way that fits best for them. Remember, kids may not respond to things in the way that we are traditionally expecting. They may have a lot of questions, and sometimes those questions feel callous or maybe even sometimes rude or uncaring, and it's not that at all. It's genuine children's curiosity. So be open and receptive to whatever they bring. The other piece of advice I would give is to open the door for the communication, but don't force it. They may have the need to think about what their questions might be or process this on their own for a bit. So opening the door to say, hey, this is something that happened and I wanted to tell you about it, answer any questions you might have, that gives them the space to have that conversation later. And lastly, try to come up with some sort of ritual or process where your child could say goodbye in a way that fits the relationship they had with the person. That's all for now. I hope you'll come back later this week for another Ask a Child Therapist video. I'm Jennie Watson. Thanks for watching.